Hopefully the boys don't attack me. Ugh. Oh, it's muddy and slushy. Damn goats. They kicked the hell out of this thing. More things to fix. Hello, boys. There we go. Hello, stinkers. Meh. Not talking today? Oh, what a rough life. You know, you have a house. So this is a little 1.5 acre or 1 acre paddock we've got for them. The 5.25 acre lot. That is all. The only thing that's been back here since it snowed are rabbits and deer. Rabbits and deer. Jesus, little mush. See if we see any deer tonight. They like to sleep right here in this little tree farm. Looks like they just cleaned it up for the season. And then they've got some goats. Meh. Meh. Oh, rabbit. Let's see if we see any deer. Lots of tracks. Oh, yep, there they are. Look at those deer go. Good old whitetails. I hope you all saw that. That's cool. That's quite a few deer. They like to jump the fence over here. You can see where they've all been jumping right over through here. Absolutely railing that fence. I gotta fix it. But we'll go to the top of this hill where it's warm. So, this is the little piece of heaven. This is now Old Iron Ranch. So we bought this property in November of, not last year, but the year before. So what is that, 2024? We bought it in November. And then the house itself had to be completely gutted. This is a 10-acre property, so it's not a very big ranch, but we're gonna put some cattle on it anyways. The house had to be completely gutted. The barn was full of winter manure that they never cleaned for about 15 years. And the people who owned this place originally did sheep and like dog training, and that was their thing. They had about 50 head of sheep here. But in the paddock I'm in now, this little lot, it's a 5.25 acre. And we got good grass out here. I mean, my parents, who live 20 miles or 20 minutes away, they had 3 head of cattle on 5 acres, and they couldn't keep up. Like, the grass, we had to go out there and mow it, and they were, one was Hereford and 2 of them were Angus, and they couldn't keep up with the grass. So we got a nice dense grass here. We get good rainfall. We're in southwest Ohio. So this is where all the cattle will go. We got to go through the fences right before they get here. We're probably going to aim for Dexters, a little bit smaller in stature, and I can put more of them back here and start breeding them. And yeah, doing that kind of operation. Where the boys are up there, right behind the barn, in between this paddock and the house, is a 1 1/4, 1.5 acres. That's gonna be for my fiance's horse, and we'll probably throw some donkeys or something in there with it, maybe some pasture pigs. Over here on, what is this, the south side of the house, right? Let me see. Sunset's on the west, so number 8. Okay, so on the north side of the house, this is about 5 acres deep to the next road, and then this way it's 135 or 140 acres that way by 190 acres deep. So there's nothing really over here, and this land over here is owned by the city, which we're trying to get them to come off a few acres because it's a few parcels separated. So we got like a 38 acre parcel that's directly split right here on this tree line up and then over. What the hell was that? I heard that. But this is a privately owned farm as well. You can see their little barn over there in the distance. Kind of hard to see from here, but I know this year they're gonna be doing corn, because last year they did soy, and it's about to get humid out here. If you've never been to southwest Ohio during the summer, it's miserable. No wind, 80-90% humidity, and 80 to 100 degrees. Then get corn and let it sit in the sun. Ooh, it sweats. The corn sweats and raises the humidity level. Makes it miserable. And then this guy directly behind me, I do have one neighbor directly behind me. He's actually the owner of the local Mexican restaurant here in town, and he's got 40 acres, I think it is. He's got a good sized piece of land. And I'm jealous, that's for sure. You know. All right. Let's go adventuring. Definitely need to add some sort of drain right here before I backfill it with dirt again, because this is just ridiculous. And now it's just turning into this mucky slush, and it doesn't help we got 2 feet of snow melting. That she had, like, people who owned this place before had chairs, like metal chairs, where they used to watch their sheep, but they left them in the flat on the ground. And I guess over the years the dirt built up and the weeds overtook, because this place was probably 4 or 5 foot tall in weeds from the barn back there. So almost 7 acres of weeds that I had to mow down, and what a nightmare that was. I found the chairs with my brush hog, so that was good. No, it wasn't. Completely destroyed that thing. Thank God the shear pin let go. All right. And that is a little crappy shelter I made out of some panels I found laying around here. I just kind of screwed them together like a teepee, and some sheet metal from this building that got destroyed during a wind event we were having. It was, you know, there was a tornado up the road, and it ripped the sheet metal off that thing and kind of destroyed that little building. So I used it for sheet metal for the back of the little teepee. Huh. Weird. I don't know why I quit recording, but oogie. Let's go up here. So the reason we're gonna call it Old Iron Ranch is, well, that's a truck frame right there. That's my fault. I bought that van from a buddy for the 6-liter in it. We have another truck in there that you've seen in another video. That's my old Chevy Blazer. The frame was starting to go. The body was all right, but the axle left the chat again. So I said, to hell with it. I'm done putting money. I paid 150 bucks for that thing 7 years ago or 6 years ago. It's been solid. And then there's the cab for that truck. And then I just buy and sell cars. I got boats too. That I took the motor out of my Blazer and put it in a $300 marketplace special for a boat. So here's my honeys. So happy to see me. Man, need some water, honeys? So this is a 6/10 of an acre lot right here that we keep the girls in. And we'll be getting more sheep or more goats and sheep, because my honeys here can't keep up with the mowing during the summer. Isn't that right? You're gonna get headbutted every time. And then we're getting this section over here turned into pasture as well, a fenced-in pasture, because we're gonna move the boys from the back to up front, and then put the rams on that side. You want to nibble? Nom, nom, nom. You want to nibble? Nom, nom, nom. Stop nibbling. We're gonna move the boys. You need water? Yes, you do. Wow, you guys are thirsty today. Move the boys up front here. Keep the girls on this side. My fiance wants a mini Highland, so there goes my dreams of not having very many pets as animals, but they are cute. So I guess we're getting a mini Highland for the right price. Those things are ridiculously expensive. Getting all the materials collected to put an actual barn right here, like a 12 by 20 or 30, so that the goats have a place to birth out of the wind and everything in the middle of spring. It's just a lot of work, and it's a lot of dinero. I don't make much dinero, and these little fat asses, they cost dinero to feed during the winter. That's my birthday buddy, born on the same day as me, just different years. Ain't that right, Reese's? I'm gonna miss. Hello. Move. Can you please? Hello. Hello. You're so cute. Hello. Hello. Hello, you want nibbles? You guys stink, you know that? Winter manure. Nice and good. Stop eating my hoodie. Stop eating my hoodie. Whew. Don't bite that. There ain't much left of that. Doctor took too much. So she'll be turning 1 this year. Perfect time to start breeding. S'mores is right behind her. So nice and chunky. But they're all in the same boat. They're ready to breed this upcoming year. But Dream is the registered Nigerian, and she's got blue eyes. And I love her little moon spots. Oh, she's all fat and fluffy and stinky. Ooh, don't smell your hands. Yep, into it. Let her drink water, jackass. Once we get the fencing redone, I won't be as worried about them getting their horns stuck in the fence, but that's why she's got the PVC tube of doom. But it keeps her from getting her head stuck. Why are you so mean? Why you so mean, huh? Come here. Yeah, yeah. You want some loving too? Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's a spot right there. Can I see your little num 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 num? Yeah, snoot snoot, lips. Stop eating my pants. But yeah, so there's the grand tour. You're not going to see the inside of my house. We're not that familiar yet, but you may see my sweeties. You might hang out with the boys in the backyard. And as we get more animals, you will be the second one. Yeah, second one to know after me. Until then, goodbye.